Hey guys, Placebo here. The reason I'm making this video is because I'm about to release a guide, and I actually don't want players, to follow the guide and realize they made a mistake by investing a whole bunch of time and then quit. The way I look at it, this game is on par in addiction and expense as a casino. If you understand that and you are mature enough to control yourself as far as expenses and time investment, then by all means go for it. It's an amazing game. But if you cannot see yourself investing 3 hours at least a day on the routine of the game and then some for the fights themselves separately, which could last even 3 days in some cases, maybe this game is not really for you. And then you're gonna end up quitting after investing a whole bunch of hours and not getting your return. So please understand that this is a whole universe which you invest time in, or money to advance time faster. And if you are not up to one of those two, maybe you shouldn't get into it. Find a game that's more suitable for your daily routine. Pay to play versus pay to win aspect. To say you can dominate the map without paying is incorrect. There is no way a person will pay a lot of money and not be on top. He will not pay it next time around. The game has to make sure that payer is satisfied. Now, that being said, fun is subjective, and there are many aspects to this game that are not the fight itself, but more the team and the collaboration and the fact that there's multiple countries involved, different time zones, people you're gonna meet for a long time too. You're gonna spend many hours with them, if it's on Discord talking, if it's chatting in the chat. They have built-in translation, which is very convenient. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. And maybe the best I can describe it is like a bowling alley where you guys compete amongst yourselves within the team, but you also compete against other teams. So there is the social aspect, there is the skill aspect, the investment aspect, and so on. That being said, if you are not ego driven as far as being on top, also this game might not be for you. It's a very competitive environment, and you have to understand that when players within the same team are trying to compete for glory, and yet they are also trying to do best for the team, and sometimes those two contradict, and you have to be cautious of that, which one comes on top in which scenario. Also, what I like about this game a lot is the fact that it incorporates a lot of political skills, surprisingly. The way you interact with the other team members is very crucial. It could make a difference in your progress. So, could you actually have fun without paying for the game? Hell yeah! I am telling you, this game is as comprehensive as they get, as complex, and team play is very important, and you get satisfied by being part of a crew. It's not only the player who has the fun, which is amazing. I encounter many games who can achieve that without making money. So even if you didn't pay, you have fun. This is important. You want to make sure you invest the time in something you not sorry for later on down the line, because I spent myself about 5 to 6 hours a day, and then the fighting's on top, and I don't feel I wasted time. It's very rewarding in that way. Another question I want to address is the skill aspect. Is there even skill involved? What are the skills? There are definitely many skills that you need to sharpen in order to play really, really well. If you are trying to be recognized in that game, and mind you, thousands of players are in that game. In order to be recognized is not an easy task. Do you even need skills to win the game? Can you not just pay and win everything? No, you cannot. You have to be present. Time is more than the money. If you are very strong but not active in the war, how did it help the team? In no way. It actually reduced their ability to win, because your opponent is measured by your overall power. And if he has a lot of power and he didn't participate in the war, odds are you're in a bigger disadvantage. So therefore, power is not enough. Activity would be the key. Also, the efficiency in which you use your resources matters a lot. There's a lot of planning ahead. I have to video this. Gorgeous. Anyhow, where were we before that gorgeous machinery interrupted us? You have to understand, this game consumes. It's an entire environment. If you are not into that type of activity level, you should move to the next game. There are probably better games for you than this one. However, if you are into team fight, and mind you, this is 300, 400 player teams. This is huge. You have to collaborate a lot of people in different time zones, different languages. This is such an amazing achievement for the gaming industry. I've never seen that before. It's a huge team and a lot of fun. Honestly, it is. You guys share different thoughts about different things in life. You guys make management decisions together. It's amazing. The game is very complex. Now to the main question, should you even pay? I will never go into anyone's pocket, and I would not tell you you should or shouldn't do anything. However, keep in mind, if you want to support the game at a minimum cost, that's understandable. I was one of those people at first, and then I became more into the game, so I started putting more money into it. Or if you can't afford it but still have the time, for whatever reason, your job matches that type of schedule, or you are now stuck somewhere and have plenty of time for the next year and a half, 2 years, and need something to do, like Sea Voyage or something like this. It's amazing. This game is like through the roof. And yes, if you want to support the game, of course you should do something, and I actually point out which little investment is best. It would give you the most progress per money put in. You are actually demanding. Okay, that's the train. We will continue this later. So now that we don't have any interruptions, I just wanted to mention that the guide is very technical, and it might overwhelm you at first. So just keep an open mind. Like I said, I am giving a guide about skill, not about how to pay for the game. We're gonna go over the resource types, we're gonna go over value of different conditions. It will be very comprehensive, and I hope you are mentally ready for it. Again, this is to be competitive, not a leisure play.